Hello there. So if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, you'll probably know that I have a big love for the Shredder. Shredder is love, Shredder is life, vampires bashing Shredder, you've got damage, you've got healing, complete quality of life, no worries, but I thought, okay, I'll change things up a bit, some variety, so let's get into it. Now for the Shredder, there's two effects that always work, and that's vampires and anti-armor. I do like checking after every update if any of the other ones, like bloodied, all of a sudden start working, but so far we've got those two options. So we're changing things up, we're going anti-armor, because I want more damage, because why not? So from our vampires bashing Shredder, we go to an anti-armor bashing Shredder. Also, does anyone else wish that the cosmetic skins also apply to the actual Shredder mod themselves? Please, Bethesda. And a slight build change up as well shall take place. So for my power armor, we are going a full overeater set and emergency protocols, and for the legendary perk cards, we're chucking in some power armor reboot. Something different, never really used it before, so shall give it a chance just in case we do get downed. But also, fun fact, it didn't proc a single time for me, and I spent quite a bit of time letting the stormtroopers and then ghouls kill me. But anyway, besides that, Basher in strength and stabilize, the most important cards here for our build. Got other damage sources like Tenderizer, Nerd Rage, Adrenaline, and Bloody Mess with one gun army. And then just some interesting choices like Ghoulish because I had the points to spare, and we don't have to really worry about all of the heavy gunner perk cards because Shredder don't care about them and don't need them. But as you've probably already seen from the footage, the anti-armor Shredder is doing its thing. It's ridiculous with its damage, absolutely destroying everything in its path. Level 100 super mutants gone, Behemoth gone, and that's also without having Adrenaline being procced. Death Claws also annihilated on Boshus. You're going to have no issues with the damage. You don't have to worry about ammo. You can get Adrenaline procced really nicely from all of the ad spawns in those situations. And I can't even remember the last time I had to repair any of my Shredders. So condition-wise, they're also really, really good. Of course, without vampires, we don't get that constant healing. But that's why I went with the Overeaters and Emergency Protocols and the Power Armor Reboot. Just to have backups. Not that that one did anything. And more survivability, basically. But yeah. Been no issues for my health either so far. In comparison to the Vampires role, like I said, Vampires is also really good with its damage, and of course there is the difference between the anti-armor being stronger and outputting a bit more damage, but there's a reason why Vampires is so popular for your Shredder options. It's still really awesome, but I think I'll stick with my anti-armor for a while, enjoy some increased damage output, and just watch absolutely everything get destroyed. But for a direct comparison, in case you're interested, the Vampires is hitting for around 80 on the sort of head critical shots, and the anti-armor is hidden for around 100 plus depending. So a little bit of a difference there from the anti-armor. So on your smaller irregular enemies, probably won't really be noticing a difference, but on your bosses and your bigger targets, then you'll really see anti-armor start to shine. So can always run vampires and then whip out an anti-armor in those boss situations for more DPS. Also prefer the Shredder to stuff like the chainsaws and the auto axes. Even though they're awesome, the constant noise from those two options and the amount of screen space that they take up, plus not exactly usable in third person, Shredder is still my go-to option and what I run about 90% of the time. But of course, the Shredder and the Auto Axe do work quite nicely in non-power armor builds because you don't have to worry about stabilized. Incisor will work in your unyielding options as well. But let me know if you main your Shredder. Are you rocking an anti-armor or a vampires? Have your say in the comments down below. But if you enjoyed, then hey, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stick around for more Fallout content. As always, massive thank you to the channel members for their support. But for now, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.